तौहीदुल मुफज़्ज़ल जो इमाम जाफ़र सादिक़ अलैहिस्सलाम के एक सहाबी थे हज़रत मुफज़्ज़ल, उनको दिया हुआ इल्म छठे इमाम जाफ़र सादिक़ अलैहिस्सलाम ने जो इल्म दिया था तौहीद से रिलेटेड उसका वो किताब पढ़ रहा हूँ और उसे समराइज़ करते आया हूँ मैं। Basically we were looking at in the last session on what Imam said about Allah's design and creation of animal kingdom, how Allah has given different animals features that are suitable for their survival. We specifically looked at 3 different kinds of living beings and how they were given different features like hands, claws, slotted hoofs, which is needed for their survival. Just like difference between feet and hands, they are given that are given to humans and animals. Faces of quadrupeds are uniquely designed for their survival. Their mouth has a cleft under the snout. Unke naak ke niche jo, if they were like those of men, they would not have been able to pick up anything from ground. Since the quadruped did not possess such hands to enable them to pick up grass, the under part of his snout was cleft to enable them to pick up grass. It further helps with lengthened lips to reach out further as well as nearer thing. And then Imam alayhi salam tells to consider a trunk of elephant and the great ingenuity in its pattern. It serves the purpose of taking food and water to his stomach, like human hands. Without it, elephant cannot lift anything from the ground. Its neck is not long enough, जैसे कि दूसरे जानवर में होता है कि which it may stretch forward like quadrupeds. In the absence of a long neck, it has been given in its place a long trunk. But the question arises as to why it has not been endowed with a neck similar to that of other animals. The reply is that the head and ears of elephant being very heavy, it would have caused great strains on neck, even rupture. So its head is joined directly to the body to protect it against the contingency, and instead thereof, like the trunk is constructed to serve all the purposes it needs, including those of feeding. इमाम ये सभी जानवरों के मखसूसी आज़ा के बारे में जिक्र करने के बाद में हमेशा उनकी खासियत क्यों अल्लाह ने ऐसा किया है उस पे बहुत ही अच्छा लाइट डालते हैं. तो then Imam says, like, who has given it an organ to compensate for the absence of missing one? Surely he who was very compassionate on his creatures. And how can this take place without set design, as asserted by the perverse naturist and atheist? कि भाई हर चीज में एक परफेक्ट डिजाइन है, तो अल्लाह की एक पावर और डिजाइन आपको नजर आता है हर शय जिसे अल्लाह ने खल्क किया है. Next, Imam alayhi salam then asked Mufaddhal to consider the constitution of giraffe and the distinct nature of its organs resembling certain other animals. Its head resembles that of a horse, the neck that of a camel, the cleft that of a cow, and its skin that of a leopard. So some ignorant people have supposed that this result from the union of several kinds of animal. But Imam alayhi salam says, like, union between two animals results in something that is midway between two animals. यहाँ पे इमाम alayhi salam गधे और घोड़े का यूनियन से जो खच्चर बनता है उसकी मिसाल देते हैं. But then Imam says, like, it never happens that the offspring union can borrow one organ from one and another from other mates. A giraffe has one organ resembling that of a horse, one that of a camel, and one that of a cow. This argument uniquely shows that a giraffe is not the offspring of the union of disparate species, but it is one wonder of the wonderful creations of Almighty Allah, demonstrating his omnipotence. फिर यहाँ पे ये नुक्ता बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इमाम बयान करते हैं कि Allah is the omnipotent. Allah the omnipotent is the creator of numberless species of animals, creates the organs of whichsoever he likes, of them similar to others. He add in the composition he wills and curtains there from whatever he wills. This is so that his omnipotence may be demonstrated and that nothing can hinder him in anything he wills. जब हम सोचते हैं तो नेचर के लिमिटेशंस आते हैं कि भाई नेचुरली यू कैन नॉट हैव दिस थिंग, बट जब अल्लाह कोई चीज खल्क करता है तो उसके लिए वो लिमिटेशंस नहीं होते हैं. ही इज omnipotent. Next, Imam asked Mufaddhal to consider the creation of the monkey and the similarity that exists between its organs and those of a man, with the head, both shoulders, chest, internal organs. So it is very close to man in its qualities, traits, and constitutional buildup. So if man were not gifted with brain, intellect, and speech, he would have been just like animals. Then Imam alayhi salam says, it should serve as an admonition to man that he should bear in mind that in his nature and material, he is like animal, resembling them so closely, and if he were not gifted with brain, intellect, and speech, he would have been just like other animals. So यहाँ पे I will stop. I will continue inshallah next time.